Now, Soul Family, this was very intriguing what my Aquarius, Sun, and Moon, and Virgo rising soul tribe, Ashley Quinn, aka Mandy, had told me. She had asked me a question about the Duke Blue Devils. So when she asked me what do I think about the Duke Blue Devils, well, the Blue Devils was a mascot that was inspired by slave owners in the Carolinas in North America. So the Duke Blue Devils, their mascot is a blue devil because it represents a slave owner. And those Duke Blue Devils, they are rivals with North Carolina Tar Heels. And Tar Heels was a term that represented the slaves in North Carolina. The slaves, they had a lot of ash on their feet from slaving away to blue devil demons of politics, to the point that those ashes under the slaves' feet in North Carolina, they had literally came up with the term Tar Heels for North Carolina University. You see what I'm saying, Soul Family? These rivals between Duke Blue Devils, the slave owners, and North Carolina Tar Heels is the reason why they hate each other. That is deep. And Duke Blue Devils representing the slave owners goes all the way back to slavery. And let me tell you, the Blue Devils, those slave owners were the epitome of devils, literal devils that are the children of Yahweh, the lion serpent, and demiurge. Because you know, Yahweh, the lion serpent, and demiurge, and all of these other reptilian demons, they run this prison realm that cause a lot of trauma and suffering to a lot of soulful vibrational beings. And let me tell you this, the Duke Blue Devils, the fact that their mascot is a blue devil representing a slave owner, and that Duke Blue Devil is a slave owner that has a Caucasian face with blue around this appearance. Man, I'm telling you, these mascots, and then you think about Wake Forest, the Demon Deacons. Wake Forest, the Demon Deacons represents a slave owner teaching indoctrinating religions to cage a lot of masses to be trapped inside a box of indoctrination, to never ever think outside the box with intuition. The Wake Forest Demon Deacons is a slave owner that taught indoctrinated religion so the masses don't think with intuition and they be trapped inside a box. Just the way Yahweh, the lion serpent, and demiurge has attended. This stuff is very sick. And when we are talking about the Duke Blue Devils being slave owners, man, when Mandy the Aquarius, when Mandy the Aquarius Sun, Moon, and Rising, and Virgo Rising woman had asked me that question, that just hit home. That had hit home for me. And look, anyone who does not like the Duke Blue Devils, I could see why you don't like them. It represents a slave owner demon that treated a lot of slaves like trash. And the fact that the Tar Heels got their name because they had a lot of ash on their foot running away from these blue devil demon slave owners in the Carolinas back in slavery eras. And that's why North Carolina mascot is the Tar Heels. Man, oh man. Share more information in the comments of your intuition that really confirms my intuition on what I see, that Duke Blue Devils represents a slave owner.